as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm orange glow over the bustling port of Guangzhou, China, in 1785. The air was thick with the smell of saltwater tarred ropes and the distant tang of gunpowder, a potent blend that stirred something primal within Ching. The young girl, with eyes as bright and inquisitive of the stars above, watched in awe as the majestic junks and frigates docked at the wharf, their sails fluttering like the flags of 1,000 tiny rebellions. The year was 1785, and the winds of change were blowing through the pirating-infested waters of Southeast Asia like a hot, dry gust. Amidst the chaos and uncertainty, a spark of determination ignited within Ching, a fiery passion that would propel her to become the most feared and revered pirate queen of all time. Little did anyone know the seeds of her meteoric rise were sown in the humblest of beginnings, in a small fishing village on the southern coast of China. As a child, Ching was fascinated by the sea and its mysteries. She spent countless hours listening to the tales of her father, a grizzled old fisherman who regaled her with stories of the mighty pirate fleets that roamed the oceans. His eyes, weathered by years of exposure to the elements, would sparkle with a mischievous glint as he spoke of the cunning captain's daring exploits and hidden treasures. Ching's imagination would run wild, conjuring visions of swashbuckling heroes and dastardly villains, her mind afire with the thrill of adventure. As she entered her teenage years, the lure of adventure became too great to resist. So she bid farewell to her family and set sail for the fabled pirate haven of Whampoa, a lawless port city where the bravest of buccaneers plied their trade. The journey was long and arduous, with treacherously rough seas and scorching suns beating down upon the small weathered vessel that carried her to the promised land. At Whampoa, she immersed herself in the rough-and-tumble world of piracy, learning the ins and outs of naval warfare, sword fighting, and the art of negotiation. She quickly proved herself to be a natural, earning the respect and admiration of her fellow pirates. Her meteoric rise was not without its challenges, however. The treacherous waters of pirate politics were filled with hidden reefs of deceit, treachery, and backstabbing, where only the most cunning and ruthless survive. Despite the dangers, Ching thrived, her natural charisma and strategic mind allowing her to navigate the treacherous waters of Whampoa with ease. She forged alliances, outmaneuvered her rivals, and built a reputation as one of the most feared and respected pirates on the high seas. Her ship, the Golden Dragon, became a symbol of her power and influence, a majestic vessel that ruled the waves with an iron fist. But Ching's greatest challenge lay ahead. The British East India Company, with its vast wealth and naval might, had set its sights on the pirate fleets of Southeast Asia, determined to crush them once and for all. Ching knew that she had to act swiftly and decisively if she was to protect her fleet and maintain the freedom of her people. With a fierce determination burning within her, she set her sights on the company's flagship, a behemoth of the seas known as the Lion's Pride. She gathered her most trusted captains and lieutenants, forming a council of war to plot the destruction or capture of her nemesis. The stakes were high, but Ching was undaunted. She knew that this was the moment of truth, that her destiny was tied to the outcome of this great battle. As the Golden Dragon and its crew approached the Lion's Pride, a sense of anticipation hung in the air like a tangible force. The winds were calm, the sea glassy and smooth, as if the very spirits of fate were holding their breath in anticipation of the battle to come. Ching stood tall and proud at the prow of her ship, a vision in crimson silk and gold, her eyes blazing with a fierce intensity. She was the pirate queen, and she would stop at nothing to protect her people and preserve the freedom of her fleet. The battle was a clash of titans, with cannonballs screaming across the waves and swords clashing in the darkness. Ching fought with all her might, directing the battle with a strategic mind and unwavering bravery. The Lion's Pride was a formidable foe, but Ching's Golden Dragon proved to be the more cunning and ruthless opponent. In the end, it was Ching who emerged victorious, the Lion's Pride reduced to a smoldering wreck, its crew either captured or killed. The pirate queen had saved her fleet and cemented its place as the most feared and respected on all the seas. Her name would become synonymous with bravery, cunning, and strategic brilliance. Years passed and Qingshih's legend grew, as did her empire. She became a mythic figure spoken of in whispers and all by the people of Southeast Asia. Her name was whispered in reverence and her exploits told around campfires and in taverns. She had become the greatest pirate queen of all time, a legend in her own right. But as the years went by, Qingshi began to feel the weight of her legend, to realize that she was not invincible. The winds of change were blowing once more, this time in the form of colonial expansion and imperialist ambitions. The pirate fleets of Southeast Asia were in danger, and Qingshi knew that she had to act once more. With a heavy heart, she called upon her captains and lieutenants, forming a new council of war to plot the defense against this latest threat. The battle ahead would be the greatest of her life, and would test the mettle of her spirit and the strength or his arm. The fate of the pirate fleets and that of Qingshi herself hung in the balance. Would she be able to outwit and outrun the colonial powers and preserve her empire? Only time would tell. But one thing was certain: Qingshi would fight with all her might, using every ounce of cunning and bravery at her disposal to protect what was hers. The story of Qingshi, the pirate queen of Whampoa, is a testament to the power of determination, bravery, and strategic brilliance. She rose from humble beginnings to become a legend on the high seas, and her name will be remembered for generations to come. But her story is also a reminder that even the greatest of heroes are not invincible, and that the winds of change can blow away even the mightiest of empires.